Hello Taurus, welcome to Metanoia Tarot. My name is Brittany. We're going to send you guys a message of healing, growth, transformation, and love. And I hope this message is exactly what you need, okay? Four of Pentacles. Do I want to take that? Four of Pentacles. So financially speaking, you're doing very well with your finances. You're holding it down, of course, Taurus. Okay, which this is good. Or you're doing better at it. Okay? You have a hold on your finances. You have a hold on your finances. Okay? That's great. You're gaining a better hold on your finances. And I also feel like you're playing very close to the chest. That's what was being said in my brain, and I was trying to figure out how that even made sense. But I was like, all right. Yeah. Four of Wands in the reverse. 2 4s out already. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yes, you're playing it very close to the chest because there's a lack of trust in your life that you are experiencing that has left you kind of a bitter Betty. Kind of bitter. Okay? You're not communicating well with those around you because of it. You may be gossiping more than usual. Your communication has become very shallow, very cold. A lot of miscommunications, okay? So you're playing very close to the chest. Like that 4 of coins, okay? It's a lot of cards. I'll take this though. 4 of swords, another 4. 4, 4, 4. You need to find some stability, Taurus. Rest. This is a card of resting. Just, you don't need to be doing anything right now. Besides handling business. Besides, going into you. Not worrying about anyone else besides you. And figuring out what it is that you need to be doing. And you already know that. You already know. You're playing it very close to the chest. This is you responding to something. Probably to this King of Swords. We got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords out. That's 2 different energies. That's 2 different people. So maybe there's someone you're battling that's just as cold as you. Neither one of you are connecting with your emotions. Okay? Neither one of you are connecting with your emotions. And you're fighting real hard for control that you no longer have. Or you're understanding that you're not in control of every goddamn thing. Who I'm talking to? I just got real. Listen. It's okay to not have the answers to everything and not be in control of everything. Okay. We're going to clarify these 5 cards, though. It's like both of you need to chill. Either both of you need to chill, or there is nothing happening between the 2 of you right now. It's a resting period. It's a pause. So this could be about someone you're not talking to right now, or you're not in direct contact with anymore at the moment. But you're both on the defense. You're both cold. You're both... And my hands are literally cold right now, so that's the funny part. You're both cold and bitter. And with this 4 of Wands in the reverse, with both these, the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords in the reverse, probably not saying the nicest things about each other. So that needs to stop. Okay? All right. So we're going to clarify this. Chill. on all of the activities and reactions and responses that you know come from your pain. Stop giving them life. Stop talking to people who encourage you to be stuck in a negative space if it's not for the need of healing. Because, when you're going through things, you're going to have to go through the quote-unquote bad emotions. I don't think any emotion is bad. It's what you do that can be bad. Like, I could be mad and go on a whole rant about what I'm mad about, but that doesn't give me the right to talk crazy to anybody that's in the room, to swing on anybody that's in the room. It's about being honest about how you feel without intentionally hurting people in the process. And I feel these two energies still have a bitterness that would allow them even just a small fraction of a moment to come at each other below the belt. And that's not necessary right now because you're both hurting anyway. And I don't feel a connection to the emotions, but we're going to clarify. The 4 of Pentacles with the 7 of Cups. Yes, playing it close to the chest because you're stuck in an illusion. You're stuck in, you don't know what anything is. There's a lot of assumptions. You don't know what anything is. And it's just like, okay, you're going to go into the unknown, keeping yourself protected, but also going into the unknown, not being open to what there could be, or being open to using your intuition to know what's real and what's not. This is fear. The 4 of Coins is fear-based. In this context, see, he's holding on to this coin, holding on so tightly, nothing's coming in, but he can't let nothing out either. Okay? So there is a sense of being self-vigilant almost to your detriment. Does that make sense? Okay. I feel a fear because you don't know what anything is, right? 4 of Wands in the reverse. The World in the reverse. Like your world has been turned upside down. It's like everything was going so good at one moment and it wasn't. Because the 4 of Wands is stability and happiness and joy. So just imagine all that shit being, the whole thing just turned upside down. This is a bigger scale. This is on a more personal scale. Feels like whole systems have been turned upside down. Wow. Because of illusions and self-delusions, things you may be telling yourself to make yourself feel better, to make yourself feel safe. We all have something we tell ourselves about something, even if it's just our fear of spiders. Or, I don't really have a fear of spiders. Well, that's a lie. We're not talking about me, okay? There's something we tell ourselves about something. And that's, for some, I think I'm getting cold. I think you've created a reality in your mind that was not what it was, based on your fears and based on where you were responding from, notice I said responding because you can react from a hurt place and then your response can be healing and moving forward, right? But your fear kind of consumed you and turned everything around, flipped everything around. Okay, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, clarified by the Ace of Spears. You're moving with a lot of passion. You're excited about a new beginning that's being offered to you in this moment. You're seeing the silver lining around all of this. Things are not how they used to be, but this is an opportunity to be better than you were yesterday. There's an opportunity. But because there's still some confusion and things to break through, There's a part of you that's still bitter. So that's what you're working through. It's like the ice is melting. This Ace of Spears is lighting a fire beneath you. Your ass is getting lit up, but you are learning things in the process. And you're learning to do away with pain versus consuming it and convincing yourself it's buried because you can't see it. Yeah, that's because you consumed it. It's all inside of you. It's spreading, okay? So you're melting right now. The coldness is melting for the Queen of Swords. Okay. This miscommunication is teaching you how to communicate. Okay, sorry. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, clarifying the Four of Swords. Needing to chill because I feel like this is someone's getting their karma. And they've accepted that they're getting their karma. And they're taking it in. They're taking it in. They're acknowledging, okay, I see what you want me to learn right now, Spirit. I see. And also understanding that while things seem out of control, that does not mean, okay, now go try to control it. No, it just means it's out of control right now. If it's out of control, how can you control it? You can't control everything, is the point. Some things are just happen. The world being flipped upside down is not your responsibility to flip back over. Think of it like that. Anything that has nothing to do with you is literally you trying to flip the world back over. Why would you put in all that effort? No. That's a lot. Everything is not your responsibility to fix or get back in order. Okay? And you do have to see you. You have to see you. The King of Swords in the reverse. The Hierophant in the reverse. This is someone either you don't think highly of or they don't think highly of you. This is also someone that's going to require a new way of thinking to come out of their pain. So someone's more excited about this time because they are seeing the truth of themselves and they have no choice to. But there's someone, this feels very ego. Not checking their own morals. Okay. Or that's what's being rectified. Their morals for them. Figuring out what it is that they value. Deciding what it is that they value. Because this experience taught them that they didn't have anything that they valued. They didn't have any sort of standard. Or they were learning that they needed to raise their standards, perhaps. Like not being afraid to require more. Like what's wrong with that? Not being afraid to require more. So this could be all about this could be all about you. You're melting away, your coldness is melting away, and you're also saying that with the same breath, I might require a lot, and that should be fine. I need to find a way to communicate this in a progressive manner. I can't be angry and cold and expect to get everything that I want. However, I still deserve what I want. But there's a way about getting it. There's a way about asking for it. There's a way about making the universe aware, making an individual that you want to receive something from aware of a need that you need to be met or you want to be met, and you are asking for their assistance or you are asking them to meet that need. You have a right to that. And there's a way to go about it. Okay? Okay. That's nice. Oh, the Taurus. Like learning that speaking up for yourself does not have to require you to hurt people in the process. You can speak up for yourself, and it can be very effective and simple by just saying it. Now, not everybody gonna listen, but I think we're talking to people who are going to be willing to listen to you. Okay, repeat. I have God-like timing. I am oh so divine. You are also oh so divine, Taurus. Okay, understand your strength in your divinity. Okay, and see theirs. I feel like this process of healing is realizing you don't always have your shit together. You're not always right. Sometimes you're doing something that you think is great, but it hurts other people, and that's not your responsibility. But still, there's a moment of sitting and seeing how you affect others, or you can affect others, and becoming aware of it and understanding that I'm not a bad person, but here are some things I may need to rectify. Here are some things I may need to clear up. Here are some things I may need to completely remove from me. And then go on whatever journey or process I have to get that done. Right? Understanding you are more than your wounds. And I feel like this is also saying to me, and we were talking about, I think we were talking about patience with yourself. Unless that's the message, be patient with yourself in this process, trusting the timing, trusting your own timing, understanding that you are divine, and this is a divine process, and it is not easy street. But understanding how important it is and how precious it is, yeah, it makes it exciting. That's why that Ace of Spears is there for the Queen of Swords in the reverse. I've hit a low, now I'm excited about getting back to the high. I don't want to be here no more. You want the ice to be melted away. You want your morals checked. Okay? Considering yourself first is not selfish. This process may be very important to you, and it may consume a lot of your energy, so check this out. You're still a person through everything. You're going to require sleep. You're going to require nourishment. You're going to require attention. You're going to require these things before you need some sort of divine plan to play out for you. Sometimes you're not interested in the divine plan. Sometimes you just have needs that need to be met. You need to be filled. That's okay. That's divine in itself. Understanding when you need something, you can go get it, and that's your right. Whatever that may be for you. Ooh. Just be. Breathe and embrace. You understand me? Okay, Taurus. I enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed your reading. This is great. So I'll see you guys in your next one.